All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in for all the information after this. Right after this chart analysis, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about two stocks I briefed on this morning. One jumped up 10%. The other one jumped up nearly 50%. And stay tuned for the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list that you do not want to miss. It's already up $7 since I mentioned it. So Zomedica Corp has been falling, right? And I understand it's looking pretty weak. It actually broke through 133. It's kind of fighting to get back up. I said that if it broke through that, we needed to watch it carefully if it got closer to $1. The lowest it got is 114, 113, and it's bounced back. So if this can get back over 133, it might be showing some strength. But I need you guys to remember where this stock came from, okay? Zomedica came from 6 cents, okay? You guys have to remember that. Literally from way down here. So there's two people looking at this stock differently. The ones that got in below $1 and the ones that got in above $1. So the ones that got in below $1 see the glass half full, right? The ones that got in above $1 see the glass half empty. So there's two perspectives to this story. It's all about on what side are you in. Now, those that are below $1 or even below 133, they can go ahead and comment down below. If you're watching this video and you are in that section, how have you felt on this downward trend? Have you stayed confident? Have you gotten a little bit discouraged? Have you sold some of your position to take some profits? Or are you holding strong because you believe in the company? That would tell us from the ones that are more confident what the true perspective is on this stock right now. Because anyone above 133, above $1, yeah, they can definitely feel a little discouraged because it's down from their position. But this stock, you know, I've said it plenty of times and I've read plenty of articles to you guys saying how this stock could reach anywhere between 250 to 350 in the long run, 6 months from now, a year from now, 3 years from now, okay? It will take some time. Now, something that I also read in an article was a gentleman that said there's two ways to play this. Long term because you believe in it and take a very small position. That's exactly what he said. This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions. But he literally said that. A small position of your portfolio or play the momentum. And you can see here there's been plenty of momentum. Every single time there's a dip, it jumps up about 20 to 30 cents. Look at that. Look at that right there. This one jumped like 40 cents. So these momentum plays are all opportunities for the day traders or the traders that are trying to scalp or the swing traders. So plenty of opportunities are being presented. The only thing is that it's in a constant downward trend, giving it some danger when it comes to investing in this stock, and even for the long-term players that are holding if they have not sold yet below $1, and even for the ones that were above $1, right? So I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts. But you need to remember that. I'm going to try to bring up the article again to mention it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I got to go through my files. So just to keep it quick and simple, the 50-day moving average is 131. Anything below it is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. This is in tug of war zone. And we're currently sitting at 131 post-market. So the tug of war is on. Now our resistance level is 136. The bulls need to break through that to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. And our support is right here at this point, 127. If that gets broken through, you want to watch this carefully. And if it does, your next point of reference is down here at 121 to see if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. The ticker symbol I want you guys to add to your watch list is a very big company. They did a stock split and they've gone up $7 since I mentioned it. It's a slow mover, but definitely one to watch. I think it still has some more upside. But before we jump into it, here we have on the screen a chart to one of the stocks I briefed on this morning. If this is something that interests you, you know, you can definitely join me and the other investors over at the Patreon and Discord. And there's some very bright, smart investors over there, learning investors, beginning investors, and even experienced investors. Very privileged to have them all over at the Patreon, and we're looking forward to you joining us as well. So right here, it was sitting at 160 when I briefed on it. So let's go ahead and look here, the time frame that I went ahead and mentioned it. It was 8:46 a.m. SFET has jumped and has news coming out that they're approved vendor for NASA Solutions. Interesting one. It is at 160. Volume is picking up too. So literally right there is 8:46. 8:47 is the timestamp, and it was sitting at 160. And it's kind of funny that it ended the day post market at 160. That was like probably the support / resistance of the whole day. But from that point forward, it jumped up and it hit 178. That right there was a 10 to 12% gain. We're looking for 5 to 10% every single morning, and that's it. No more. We're not greedy. We just want our 5 to 10%. Anything beyond 10%, I call it a home run. Anywhere between 10 to 15 is pretty reasonable, but anything beyond 15, 20, that's a home run. And this one was pretty close of a home run at 12% gain, right? But I'm just rounding it down to 10%. It was 2 cents away from 10%. So this one right here definitely ran up pretty fast, and that was within minutes. If you look at the timestamp here, 8:47, all the way up to the peak here at 8:52 in just a few minutes. Now, another one which was very interesting, no pun intended, and the ticker symbol is very. I talked about it at 8:11, and we could see the timestamp here, and it was right here, 8:11. Very just pulled back and touched $14. One to watch, especially with this kind of volume. Already ran once this morning, and it has been pulling down. So this one close to 8:11. It had hit a low here, right here around this time. You could see it here around this time. It was starting to fall, and it hit a low here of about $14. All right, a few minutes after that, and it bounced up to 14 and some change, fell back down to 13 and some change, and bounced up to 15. So this one gave close to 10% if you just waited a few minutes. This one took almost 30 minutes. Now it pulled back, and once the market opened, right, it hit a low of 14.17, and it shot up right away to 20.64 and hitting a high of $21 in just a matter of an hour. Okay, this was a big home run. This was almost 50% jump within an hour, and I told you guys that 5 to 10% is what we're looking for. This was a big play here, and it was kind of just sitting sideways, and it took off. So if you're interested in opportunities like this one, definitely join us over at the Patreon. So here we are with the ticker symbol. I want you guys to add to your watch list, and we're going to see when I mentioned it. And by the way, the links are down below. I didn't mention that. The links are down below for the Discord and Patreon. So NextEra Energy, NEE. Let's go ahead and put this on the 30-minute so we can look at it a little bit more comfortable. And you could see here how this stock pulled back, and it hit a low of $68. And when I mentioned it, let's go ahead and look at what date it was. I went ahead and mentioned this on the 21st, and right there is charge point. I've talked about this one several times, so I left it there. But charge point has been another one of our great opportunities since the 21st. But NextEra Energy, I wanted it to get closer to $60. That was me being greedy, but anything close to 70, 68 was a steal on this one, okay? And this stock did a stock split back in October, okay? And it was getting back to pre-split numbers. That's what was making it even more interesting, because we may not see those numbers again. So when I mentioned it on March 21st, right, it had actually gone downwards, right? It was this weekend right here, sitting close to $72 and some change, right? And then it dipped, right, on the 22nd, down to $70 and some change. We never saw it touch that again. Bounced back up, came back down to 71, and since 71, it's been shooting up, okay? Just going down, up and down, up and down. This is a company I suggest doing your research on, and its peak here after the split was $87. So it's $10 away from its highest point. I believe this has room to even break through that. Now, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But this stock has been hitting newer lows, newer highs, newer lows, newer highs. This is a tremendous company, huge company, and institutional ownership is big. I'm talking about close to the trillions, okay? Think about that on how much they own. They own large amounts of this company. It's huge. Like you look up how much Vanguard owns, and it's like hundreds of billions of dollars. And it's like when you look it up on Google, it does 0.0 something something trillion. Like they're basically telling you like they got a lot. They got a lot. The value is a lot. But you can also see too how their revenue has become smaller, but not because of their business model, but because I think of innovation, right? They're reinvesting that net income. So they're still profitable and they're reinvesting the money for innovation. I mean, big things. And when you actually zoom out and you look at this from the one day, you know, this has been a growing company all its time. Like, really think about it. It's a huge deal. And you're going to be able to own a piece of it. It's pretty cool. But this isn't something that's going to get you rich overnight. We always focus here on Invest for Tomorrow, maximizing profits, minimizing losses, and focusing in on opportunities. So if you feel like you missed this one because you didn't catch it at $70, it's all right. You can watch it for a pullback. And if you feel like this is not for you, that's cool. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions, but I am here to enlighten you. And at the end of the day, if this pulls back or just continues going up or kind of sits sideways for a little bit, this stock will be higher than where we see it today. Just look at that one-day chart, okay? Once upon a time, these were the present days, and I would always say this, and I'm saying it right now. Today's prices are cheaper than tomorrow's, and this is a good chart to go ahead and show you that true statement. These days were once today, and those today's prices were cheaper than tomorrow's, and tomorrow is right here, the bigger picture. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.